Good afternoon, students. Today we will see about continuation of the myocarditis. So how it has been diagnosed. On a clinical part, we have seen about the physical examination. After that, we have to confirm with the lab investigations. So first of all, obviously we want to know the activity of myocardium till be best recorded by the ECGs. So ECG is obviously a non-invasive procedure to see the electrical activities of your heart. So it will show your abnormal rhythms and pattern and poor function because of inflammation in the myocardium. If after that we have to go for a chest X-ray, most obviously chest X-ray will show you shape and size of your heart. Normally it is height maybe the size will be reveals as a failure of the heart, or there may be a certain amount of cardiomegaly will be seen. Further that we can go for an echocardiogram. So echocardiogram will reveal about there is a poor function or pumping function of the heart. Valve is not functioning well, as well as certain amount of the fluid, if it is enough in size, will be noted, and in case of a congestion of the fluid, that can be seen in the pericardium, that will also be noted with the help of echocardiogram. Other blood counts normal hematological examination we do, that is HB, that is HBTC, DC, ESR, and the level of enzymes we see in the all kind of cardiac events. So these enzymes will also have a higher position, which will reveal that a certain amount of damage is happened to the myocardium, the wall of the heart. And lastly, we go for a cardiac MRI. So cardiac MRI will also reveal about the exact shape, increase in the size of the structure, and the inflammations of cardiac muscles comparison. In hematological examination, we also found that what kind of antibodies like IgG, IgM which is present. According to that, we will be able to know that what kind of organism has affected to the myocardiums. Next will be the final and confirmed diagnostic as well as the therapeutic procedure will be done as a cardiac catheterization or cardiac catheterization. So what is cardiac catheterization? As we all know that a certain amount of catheters will be inserted through the peripheral veins, through it will go through the artery, it will go to the myocardium and exactly see about that how the abnormality has been found on the myocardium. Along with this catheterization, you can do for a myobiopsy, that is myocardial biopsy. The certain amount of the biopsy will be taken as a sample and it will be sent for the histopathological examination, so to see that what are the abnormality has been happen in the exact myocardial cell. According to that, we can know the severity and extent of the actual disease rather than the just signs and symptoms. Many times there is a silent disease. Patient does not have any kind of physical signs and symptoms, but lab investigations may reveal a complete story. Same way, when the patient will have a certain amount of severe symptoms and signs, but this pure lab investigation to know exact pathology may not reveal anything. So there may be a chances of such damage to the myocardium that can be completely known with the help of this cardiac catheterization as well as biopsy of the myocardial wall. Next will be the pharmacological agents which has been used for the treatment of myocarditis. That is depends on the severity of the conditions. In case of a mild condition, it will be treated with the underlying cause. Either may be the depend on the organism. It is a microbial or antimicrobial agents. Then if it is a bacteria, then it is antibacterial. If it is a viral, then antiviral drugs. Then antiparasital drugs which we use along with the certain amount of the drugs which is help to improve the functions of the myocardium. They are as below, that is ACE inhibitors, angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitor. Most commonly drug used is captopril and lisinopril and ramipril. These are the drug used as the ACE inhibitors. Then ACE2 blockers. The ACE2 blockers, most common drug used is losartan and valsartan. These are the two drugs which is used for the improve the blood vessels, relax the blood vessels and improve the functions of the heart and help the blood flow more easily. Then most commonly the beta blockers will use, such as the metoprolol and bisoprolol, which is drugs used the multiple ways to treat the heart failure and help the control of the arrhythmia. Another amount of diuretics, most commonly the Lasix or furosemide, to relieve the sodium and fluid retention. These are the use in the mild cases, while in case of severe cases, IV drugs, IVs can be used along with all kind of drugs, and ventricular assisted devices has been set inside the ventricles to help the pump of the ventricles. Then intra-aortic balloon pumps. Here the balloon will be from the catheter in the peripheral blood vessels. It will set inside the aorta, which will help in the in and out of the pumping of the blood and reduce the work of the heart. The next one will be the ECMO therapy, that is extracorporeal membrane oxygenation. This therapy will be used.